Okay, so it's a quick video to go over the updates to the R2 remote. So as most of you are probably aware, the R2 that comes with your Evolve board has been updated by Evolve. You can now send your remote back to them for a battery upgrade and a software upgrade. So I got one done last week, and I've had the remote upgraded for a week now to test it, try it out, and let you guys know how things have been. So originally the first battery was quite small, it didn't last very long, and I used to ride with one of these. So I had a battery pack with 2 USB ports on, so I could charge up my controller and anyone else's controller who was out for a ride. The remote wasn't lasting as long as the board, so the double-sized battery lasts obviously twice as long. It's really good. I've had no problem at all. In fact, I used to charge my remote every time I use the board, but now I can get away with not charging it just for short journeys like to the gym and back. The second and most important feature is the firmware upgrade. I'm going to jump on the board now, head outside and go for a little ride. So the next thing is pairing the remote to the board. The next update should make the pairing of the remote much faster to the board, so let's give it a try. Okay, as you can see, the remote is unpaired with the board. Now let's just sync them up. Look at that, a couple of seconds. So as you can see, the pairing of the remote to the board now is fantastically fast, whereas mine could take up to a minute before, and I'd just be standing there waiting for the remote to pair to the board. This was a real pain on group rides when there's like 4 or 5 of you. You take it in turns to turn on your board and your remote so you don't pair with someone else, so you'd be waiting for every remote to connect to each board individually. But now, click, couple of seconds, board's paired up, ready to go. This is going to make group rides so much faster. And now onto the all-important part. What effect does the software upgrade have on the ride and handling of your board and your general kind of experience? There's good and there's room for improvement. So I'll jump on the board, let's go for a little ride, and I'll tell you how things feel on the way. Okay, so the first noticeable difference is the pull away. From if you're not kick-starting and you're using the remote to go from a standstill, you used to sometimes get this little sharp jerk that was a little disconcerting. It's a little worrying for new riders. As soon as you touch the trigger, the board will just give that little jerk. And alright, let's try out the new one. 0 to 5 miles, okay, I'm not quite sure. So real gentle pull on the trigger. The acceleration is so smooth now. Straight up to 5 miles an hour. Let's wait for the bumps. Okay, and then as you pull the trigger more and more, there's gentle acceleration, but stop for a second. There's so much room on this trigger. So gentle pull, you set off, and then there's all this extra. Let's see, let's turn this board around. So let's see the difference for the upgrade. Set off, nice and gentle. A little pull for a bit more speed. And then there's this kind of bit of a dead space in the middle. It doesn't really seem to do anything. I've used most of the trigger and I'm going 7 miles an hour. There's only a little bit of trigger left. So when you've used pull away and then you've used nearly all of this and you're going 7 miles an hour and there's only that little bit to take you from 7 to potentially 25 miles an hour, that's not good. In fact, that's not good enough. There's all of this trigger. There's so much room. This could be a really good acceleration curve. The pull away is brilliant, but now it's nothing, 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 and then everything. So let's get back in the warm. Okay, so we're back in the warm. So basically, here's a problem I was having. So the trigger, when you set off, can you see it best? When you set off, perfect. And then all of this was taking me up to about 11 to 13 miles an hour, which leaves you with just this little bit to take you from 13 to 20 plus miles an hour. So for me, I couldn't go beyond 13 miles an hour. I was too scared. One little pull and it delivers too much power. So I spoke to Evolve before uploading this video. I didn't want to give an unfair bad review, and apparently it's just me. So I guess for the moment it's watch this space. On Saturday I'll pick up a new remote and I will do another review of the trigger and the acceleration curve. So to round up, battery improved, absolutely brilliant, no need to be carrying chargers with you anymore. Pairing incredibly fast, absolutely fantastic. Acceleration curve, that initial 0 to 5, the jolt's gone, it's very smooth, it's absolutely perfect. So apparently they've made no changes to the rest of the acceleration curve. So this problem that I'm getting, if that's just me, then okay, I will get a new remote in a couple of days. I will update that part of the review and we'll see if it's just me or it's a problem. But for now, thank you for watching. As of today, the 11th, Evolve are accepting remotes to upgrade. So if you want to get the battery upgrade, I guess definitely do. The software upgrade is up to you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe and all that jazz for more Evolve stuff, and I will see you next week.